Hello guys, so this is gonna be a what I read in 2021, or like my 2021 review. Hello, it's Anaoups from the future, editing Anna. I just wanna say I'm sorry for the quality of this video. I don't know what happened. Like, I think it's the lighting in my room. I don't know. I'm still new to with my camera. Like, she can be a little bitch. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about the quality. I'm gonna figure it out like for my next video. I think I found the problem, but yeah, I'm sorry about it. I hope you're not gonna want to not subscribe, or I don't know, not watch the video. Sorry. In 2021, I read actually 16 books, which is not a lot, but I started in like the middle of June, I think so. I'm just gonna go check. Yeah, so I read my first book like in the June 20th, and I finished it. Yeah, I finished it June 20th. So I read like 16 books for half of the year, I think so. So it's not really good average thing, but I want to improve, so I think it's nice. I read a lot more like these past few months, so I think my 2022 average is gonna be a lot better. So yeah, the first book I read in 2021 was the one by Kira Cass. It's actually the third one. It's actually the third one in the selection series. Yeah, I was really into selection, like in the like in 2020 and 2021. I think it's it's only these books I read. If in 2020 and 2021 it was my first book, so I rated it. I think not a whole lot. Yeah, I rated it 3 star, which, if you know, you know. The first one was I rated it like 4 star maybe. I like the idea, but I did not like the main character. America was a pick-me girl, and finest pick-me girl you can think of. Yeah, and I heard that her daughter in the 4th one and the 5th one is actually worse than her, so I'm not gonna read them. Like, no, thank you. Yeah. The next book I read was The Cruel Prince. I read the trilogy in like 4 days, yeah. And it was when I was like camping with my family, so we were all reading next to a lake. It was really nice, and it was when my reading picked off in 2021. So since June 27, I did not stop reading books. Maybe like 2-3 days, or maybe a week when finals hit off, but yeah. So the Fog of Hair series, in average I think I rated it 4.5 star. Yeah, I really liked it. I like the political intrigue in my book, so this one has a lot. I love the enemies to lover-ish. I know the first one has like a bullying trope, but I did not mind. I don't know why. I'm like, it's fantasy and it's not meant to be like realistic. you know. So yeah, the Court Prince is I liked them. I liked it. The Wicked King was another, like, was, yeah, 2 days after, June 2019, June 29. So yeah, I read it back to back. I really loved it. The next was the Song of Achilles, which actually I'm part of the minority, I think, and I rated it 3.5 star. Yeah, I think it was a little bit slow, just a little bit, and Patroclus was like, not, I did not like him, like, not at all. He was like, I don't know, I did not relate it to him, and I was like, he's so, like, meh. Yeah, the first, like, I think the first 100 pages was like too slow, in my opinion. I don't know if it's just the writing style that Madeline Miller has, but the first half was really not up my alley. But the last book was like what it redeemed. I don't know. It saved the book. Yeah, the second half like saved the first the book for me. It had like the war. I liked it. The god was a little bit more present. The mother of Achilles was not there, so that's great. Yeah, I did not cry. I can see why some people cry at the end of this book, but I did not. Like, not even remotely. So yeah, it took me like, I think, like 2 weeks, a week and a half to read it, so it's a lot for me. When you can see I did not really enjoy my reading. So the next book I read in 2021 was Sin Eater by Megan Campisi. Yeah, it's a historical novel. It's really small. I liked it. I rated it 4.5 star. I like the character. The girl was like maybe a little bit too like, she was supposed to be a child, but she didn't think like a child. Like, she think like a young adult maybe. It was really weird, but yeah. She was 14, yeah, but I do not remember when I was reading and when she was thinking. She thinks so logically for a 14-year-old. I did not understand how, like, she think like that. So yeah, this book is about a girl who is supposed to eat sins, like food or compared, like, appropriated with sins. I don't know how to say it. Like, you have a pomegranate, and pomegranate means like you cheated on your wife. So yeah, it's adultery, like. So every food has like a meaning and sins behind it. So yeah, she, like, sin eater, are supposed to eat your sins in this kind of thing, in this book. And the girl became a sin eater. I didn't really understand why she became a sin eater. Like, she was in prison, and people are like, you're gonna be a sin eater. And sin eater cannot speak, and so it was really all in her head the whole time we read this book, but I liked it. The writing style was really nice. Yeah, I like historical fiction and historical fantasy, so it was really good for me. Yeah. The next book was Serpent and Love, which I loved. I really love. I'm a sucker for enemies to lover and witch hunter, like, ish. I really loved it. I rated it like 5-star, and Blood and Honey, which I read like right after, was a 4-star for me. So yeah, 4.5. Average is really good. I did not read the third one since I do not own it. I wanted to wait for the paperback to come out. So I read the first two. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like the tropiest thing you can have in book. I liked it a lot. It's about a girl, Lou, who is a witch, and she's forced to marry this witch hunter, Reed. That's how I pronounced it. So yeah, I loved it. I loved Coco, which is her best friend. She was really a nice character. I like the dynamic between them. I like the banter. Like it's really good. It's not a slow burn, since at the end of the first book they're already like in love. So it's enemies to lover, but not slow burn like the Cruel Prince was. The Cruel Prince, you can see where it was gonna end, but it's more like a political intrigue, while in Serpent and Love it's more of romance. So yeah. The next book I read was The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampire by Grady Hendrix. First Grady Hendrix book, and I think I could not have gone best than that. It's the best. I liked it a lot. I rated it 5-star. I tend to give 5-star to books easily, really easily. So yeah, but this book was my first horror book, which I'm not a scaredy cat when it comes to horror. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like horror movie. So yeah, this book was it's a guy that come to a town, and there's a group of women who are in a book club, and they read cozy mystery or cozy horror books. And the main character, which is actually a middle-aged woman, which it was a first time for me, since I only read and read YA. It's really nice to see someone with children, to read about someone with children and their anxiety and everything. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah, this book is about the book club, and the main character, Grace, is suspicious of the new guy who come in town. And when he came to town, every strange things happens. She get her ear bit off. It's really weird, and as you know, with vampires involved, so it's really gory. The end was okay, and trigger warning, probably gore and sexual assault, suicide. It's really intense, but I think that's what a Grady Hendrix books is. So yeah, it's really good, but if you're not into that, maybe do not read it. Yeah. The next book I read was To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Calisco. I don't know if I pronounce it right. This was a 4-star reading for me. It's a The Little Mermaid retelling. Yeah, but if Ariel was a killer mermaid, I think it's 4.75. I rated it. Yeah, True Enemies to Lover. It's nice. It's a standalone, which is always good when you want to read, but you don't want to read a series or a trilogy, which they tend to do a lot. This book has pirates in it though. It's really cool since it's a mermaid, a killer mermaid who only kills prince and heat their heart. And there is the prince who is a pirate and wants to kill the killer mermaid. So it's true enemies to lover. I liked it. It's they fall in love at the end, and really the last 50 pages maybe. It's really a through enemies to lover. It's dual POV, just like Serpent and Love, which is cool. I like it when they switch, so you can see the mutual pining. I love it. I love it. Pining. Yeah, it's cool. I love the the dual POV, but in the in at first I was a little bit confused since the name is written the chapter 1, and below it the name is written Lyra or Ilian. Ilian is the prince and Lyra is the killer mermaid. But I tend to not read the chapter headline thing, so I was reading and they're both in first person POV, and I forgot sometimes who was who. That's my fault, I think. But after the first 50 pages maybe, I tend to read the headline thing, and the stories maybe a little bit better for my brain. Yeah. Next book I read was The Shadow Between Us by Tricia 11 Seller. I read this book in philosophy class since my professor was it was not a good class. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. It's a 4-star for me. Yeah. And I read it I think in 2 days maybe ish. It's my class is 4 hours long, so it was easy. It's a small book and it's a standalone, so I like it. This book is a enemies to lover ish. Yeah, enemies to lover. But they sell it as enemies to lover, but I don't think it's enemies to lover. And they sell it too as a Slytherin romance, which it's Slytherin x Hufflepuff romance, sunshine and grumpy character. This is a romance since the prince is a simp, and Alexandra is the main character who wants to kill the prince to have the kingdom, which is a small resume of the book. It's about it. It's not a Slytherin romance. It's grumpy sunshine. It's a little bit more happy than it is angst. Yeah. The pace was maybe a little bit weird since I did not notice the time passing. It's really weird how I say it. But yeah, it was weirdly paced. I'm gonna say it like that. If you expect world building, there is none. Don't even try. There is none. None. You need to picture it in your head by yourself. So that's what I did not like a bit. Oh yeah, the ending was really rushed too. I think it could have benefited 20 pages maybe, just to place where they're gonna be. Yeah, to complete the story fully. That's what I wrote. So, the next book I read was actually You by Carolyn Kepnes. I watched the TV show. I completely loved the TV show. It was really a nice TV show. I like it. I'm in like season 3 now. Episode 3, I think. But the book is a 2-star read for me. I know Katie Coulson really liked it. That's what made me like want to read it. But nope. I think male main characters, maybe this type of main characters I don't like. It's not a fantasy, so maybe that's why I did not really like it. But that's not my I was like, what the fuck? That's not my review, that's the resume of the book. Sorry. Yeah, I really felt disconnected from the story. Like, I think the storyline is like maybe better like just on screen than in the book. It's so slow. It's like 450 pages. It's so slow. Really, you could chop like the book to like 300 pages and you can still have like slow passage of the book. It's really slow. It's written like, oh my god. I thought thrillers were supposed to be fast-paced, and I think this book is like considered a thriller. I don't, but this one is not really fast-paced, not even remotely fast-paced. Yeah. It felt like a horror who missed the dramatics and the atmosphere of a horror. Like, I read it like not right after, but so close to the Southern Book Club to Slaying Vampires, and you could see the difference between the two. Like, one is really like romance, weird. I cannot consider it a thriller, since in my head it's no thriller. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. I think it's thriller. Yeah. And the character Joe is supposed to be charismatic. Like in the TV show, he's so charismatic, and you're supposed to be rooting for him, even though he's like the bad guy. But in this book, Joe was so like, he lacked the charisma. He lacked it. It was so bad. And Beck was like a pick-me girl. I'm not like the other girl, like character-ish. It's so bad. If the storyline interests you, I recommend the TV show. So yeah, the Stormcrow and the Crow Rider, the Stormcrow duology though, was my next read. I gave them both 5-star. It's so good. It's really a typical YA story that I love. Fantasy YA. So nice. So yeah, I read them both in like, I think 2 days. Yeah. 3 days at worst. It's a story about a girl who... It's about a girl who her like kingdom gets destroyed by the big bad guy, which is a girl, surprisingly. And they have crows, but like giant crows. But the crows during this attack, it gets all killed off. And she tries to like get back into the world without the crows, which is actually really hard since all of their like things was controlled and the crows were helping them. So yeah, it's a really nice duology. You have like a triangle romance in it. You have a prince. I love Prince so much. Yeah, It's really nice. It's everything I like. Since I'm reading the Shadow and Bone trilogy, it's like Shadow and Bone, but like less 2014, like with the tropey, like you're the one and everything. It's really good. I love magical creature, so the crows are like top tiers. The crows were like so nicely like thought. You have like shadow crows and light crows and like lightning crows and fire crows. It's so nice, and you have like everything like really said, but you also have like a chart when if you don't know the freaking name of the crows and you don't remember, you can like, it's an index. So it's really cool. I love when the fantasy books does that. So I'm a little dumb, so I can refer to the index and be like, oh yes, that's the storm crow, I'm sorry. So yeah, it's really good. I liked it a lot. I recommend it for like people who wants to like have a fantasy moment, but not like, but do not want to jump into a like 7 books long series. So yeah, next read in 2021 was Six Crimson Crane by Elizabeth Lim. You know, if you saw my last video, which was my December wrap-up, and my January TBR, I cannot. This book is perfect. Almost perfect, I can say. It's so great. I loved it a lot. So I think this book is actually like the best book of 2021. My best book of 2021. It's, the world building is so nice. The character is so well thought. The pacing is so nice. You really like feel the, not the year, but the season coming in, and you see, oh, now it's autumn, it's fall, now it's spring, now it's like winter, now it's summer. You really see the season through, like throughout the book. It's really nice. I really love it a lot. I cannot praise it enough. Read this book. Read it. I can read it. The last book I read in 2021 was Once and Future by Amy Rose Capenta and Corey Mccarty. This book, I did not thought it was sci-fi, but it was. And as you know, I don't really enjoy sci-fi that much, so I think I talk about it like in my last video. But it's about it's a like King Arthur retelling, but it's a girl who is King Arthur, like the first girl who is actually the descendant of King Arthur, and she's a lesbian, and it's like in space, and yeah, it's really weird. The story, the baseline of the story or the plot was like a nice story. I like the conquer the world or the throne and kill the big bad guy. It's like the tropiest thing you can have. But this book was dual POV, which was with Harry, which is the Arthur descendant, which is the girl, and the other POV is actually Merlin, who is the magician, Merlin, but he is aging backwards, so he's becoming a baby, like throughout the years. So yeah, Merlin is like coming out as gay in this book. Yeah, so he falls in love with one of Harry's friends, and Harry is like a lesbian, so she fell in love with Gwen, who is actually Guinevere in the Arthurian story. So yeah, this book, I like the King Arthur retelling thing, but I don't like the how they played it out. Since you have like LGBT character in it, they talk like so like 2016, like ooh, it really is like Riverdale-ish. But yeah, so it's a 3-star for me. It's actually, yeah, the baseline was good. I like the ending, so I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, if you like this kind of book, give it a try. So, with that being said, you can see that my best book of 2021 was Six Crimson Crane by Elizabeth Lim, and my worst book was You by Caroline Kepnes, which, yeah, was a 2-star. So, 5 and 2-star, which is actually not that big of a... Like, I did not have any did not finish book, DNF book, since I don't like to DNF my books, and I did not have any 1-star. It's great. I kind of had a nice 2021 like year with my reading. So, I'm gonna see you guys next video. Bye bye!